everybody. This is Cheri at djsundry.blogspot.com, and today I have a wedding card. I am going to be posting this over on the 3 Girl Jam blog, and I just wanted to make something kind of special. This particular card is for a young lady who's getting married, and I am going to show my age here, but I actually used to be a teacher's aide a long time ago. And this young lady was a 3-year-old that attended the school that I was a teacher's aide in. And she has gone to college, grown all up, and now she's getting married. So I wanted to make this card for her. So let's just jump right in and do it. I'll show you what I'm going to use. I have a concept. I don't have all the details firm, so you're going to kind of play with me. I know that I'm using this Memento Tuxedo Black only because I wanted something crisp, and my original plan was to go with a white card, and I have changed that. I have just a few little punches of color. So, but I needed to have something to stamp in, and so I'm going to use the Memento Tuxedo Black, and I've already stamped my image. From 3 Girl Jam, I'm going to be using the new Dress White. This is from the Navy bundle from that was just released a couple months or a month or so ago. And so this is a gorgeous white ribbon. From Kendra Designs, this is actually Halloween, and I'm using the one here that says Blessings. When I was preparing to make this card, I realized I don't have any wedding stamps that I could find anyway. So I am going to have to remedy that. Oh, I just thought of some I might have hidden away somewhere, but I'm still going to have to get a few more. But for this card, I'm using the Blessings. Then from SEI, I'm using the Couture pack, and this is such a gorgeous pack. Now this is one of the simpler pattern papers, but some of these papers, and this is the one actually I'm going to be using, it's almost a foiled paper with just a hint of lavender coming through the back. So I'm using that piece, and then to go with it, I'm using this piece. Now that's kind of totally against the idea that I was going for with this stripe, but you'll see how that adds just a little punch of color. Then I found also from SEI, from their sundries, this is called Promise Me, and not the feathers, but all of this other stuff right here came in this packet. There's some banners here, there's some keys, there's some little flowers that actually are a good color, but I don't think I'm going to use those, but I didn't put all those away just in case I decide to. It also came with this lace, and really what kind of caught my eye was this butterfly, so I know I plan to use that. And then there are some flat back pearls. There's a button in here, there's some more flat back pearls that are adhesive backed, and then these banners, and I've already stamped one of these banners. So I'm just going to kind of scoot these aside in case I decide to go ahead and use some of them. Some other things that I might use is I pulled these feathers out. These are from Petaloo. I may use those, so I'm going to set those aside. And then as I was looking for adhesive, before starting the video, I found these little corners that I had recycled from a project, and I may or may not use those. They're silver and they're kind of pretty. And then I am using some bling from Want to Scrap, and I've already cut that, and I'll show that in a minute. And then I also found this stick pin. This is not one that I have made. This is one that I got in a swap. And even though there's not blue in the card, it's in the same color family. And actually, I think there might be one little bit of blue that is the same color. So I may or I may not use that. So let's get started. My card base it's an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, and it's cut in half. And this is the white cardstock from Paper Tray Ink. And the reason I chose this instead of my normal cardstock is I wanted something a little bit heavier, just for that extra dimension of elegance to the card. I believe this is their Stamper Select or something like that. I can't remember what it's called, but it's their white. Comes in a 40 pack. And I've already scored that, and I'm ready to start. Then on the inside, I've already finished up the inside, and what I did is I took a strip, this white strip here, which I don't know how well the camera picks up that shimmer, but I cut it at 1 1/4 inches, and then I cut a strip of the stripe paper that also the white in some of the white in the stripe paper has the same iridescence as the top. It's almost like an embossed, and then it's got these colors, and this blue right here is a really good match for that stick pin, which is why I may use that. So that's all centered, and this is a 1-inch strip, and I overlapped them about 1/4 of an inch, and then there'll be a little bit of room to write a message, and I could even write into here if I want to, but it just kind of finishes off the card on the inside a little bit. So for my first layer, I decided to put the stripe paper. I didn't want a whole lot of the white to show, and so I cut my stripe piece of paper at 5 3/8 inches by 4 1/8 inch. And so it will almost completely cover this. And because of that, I need to be very careful. Hopefully my head's not in the shot, but I want to be sure that my border is pretty even all the way around. Just like that. Perfect. So there's that layer. And then this layer, I initially cut to be 1/8 of an inch smaller, so that you wouldn't see hardly any of the color, but I decided I wanted a little bit more color than that. So this piece I cut at 3 3/8 inches wide this way by 5 1/8 inch wide this way. And that's going to be my next layer. If I'm off camera, I apologize here. And I'm just going to make sure that that's really good and level or even. I just eyeball most of my stuff. I don't do a lot of measuring as far as when I'm putting them on, but I just still want to be very careful. So there we have that. I didn't ink around the edges or anything because I just want that really nice subtle look there. Okay, so now we're going to start embellishing. Now obviously this card is not going to be a card that this will require extra postage, and probably because of all of this the stuff on it, I'll probably put it in a regular card envelope, but then I'll probably send it in a padded envelope, and then I have a gift card to put on the inside, just so that I can be sure and preserve my embellishments. Now this is the Want to Scrap Bling, and one thing that I love about the Want to Scrap Bling is the fact that it's on this clear plastic, so you can kind of see how you're going to lay things out before you even lay them out. Now I wasn't sure about these corners, and I'm still not sure if I'm going to use them. I only have 2 of them, so I have to be kind of choosy if I am going to use them. Ooh, that's pretty though. I think I will probably be using those. And I'll put those with glossy accents. Then this is where I have my 3-Girl Jam bow. And I tied it through the banner here. And I'm thinking that that is going to go right there. And my butterfly, I'm going to use some glossy accents and attach it right about there. And this is where it's decision time. Do I want that, or is that just, you know, I think that's a little bit too much for that. But let's see about some of these feathers. I think I'll probably put some of these feathers down. So I'm going to go ahead and shut off the video while I attach all of these embellishments. When I come back, I'll show you the finished project. Okay, so I have adhered everything down, and we are ready to go with the card. It's all finished. I have to say, I really like it. So here's our 2 layers of paper. Then I did go ahead and I glued these 2 corners down with glossy accents. It's a little bit darker silver than the silver in my butterfly, but it's not too dark. I think it's a nice contrast. So then I adhered down my Want to Scrap Bling here, and then using glossy accents, I put 3 feathers coming out among the bling and out from under the banner. Now the banner I attached with foam tape. I have this roll of Scotch foam tape, and I attached that with foam tape just because it was going over the feathers and over the Want to Scrap Bling. Let me get that out of the way. I'm sure it's got a glare. And over the Want to Scrap Bling, so I needed to put a little bit of extra dimension there. And then I adhered the butterfly down with glossy accents. Now it's not quite dry, so I have a little bit of play left in it, but I also, under the tip of this wing, I put a little bit of foam tape so that it would go down all the way. So there we have our card for a young man and woman who will be getting married. Actually, they'll probably will get the card late because they're getting married later in the week. So thanks so much for stopping by, and remember, take some time to enjoy the little things. Have a great day. Bye.